Hi Collective, welcome to Sacred Wisdom Oracle. I'm Sophia and I'm back for another reading. Hope everyone is doing well this weekend. I think I might need to turn this down a little bit. 1 second. Alright. Well, I'd like to give you all a big welcome back. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to the family. Alright you guys, so this is going to be a general collective reading, just FYI. But I was doing a pre-shuffle with this deck. We're going to just grab 6 cards from this deck. I made this deck and we're going to see what comes out. Now, I don't want to start this reading off with any kind of fear. This is the thing, you guys, is I've been noticing in the comments that people are sounding scared. Or people are mentioning that they had no idea something was going on until I mentioned it and they can't believe it, or fill in the blank, okay? These readings are for 100% for empowerment, okay? So if something doesn't make sense for your situation, just leave it, okay? It's most likely not for you. We don't need to make more problems than we already have in this world. So please just take what resonates, that you take what clarifies or confirms something you're already aware of, okay? But don't try to make some drama-filled storyline fit if it's truly not yours. And I understand that these readings can be polarizing, okay? So I get that, but I'm just want to make sure that, like, if you are feeling any kind of fear from these readings, perhaps it's a good idea to not watch, or and also if you're having, if you do choose to watch, which I'm actually grateful that you guys are watching my content, so I'm not trying to discourage you from watching it, but I know how tarot can be, and it can sometimes breed paranoia, which is not good, right? And it can make us think things are happening that perhaps aren't happening to us. They could be happening to someone else. Now, there's 2 things that could be happening. You could just be very empathetic to those it's happening to, so it's affecting you, and or it is actually happening to you or has happened to you in the past. So I realize that they can be triggering, and I just want to let you guys know my readings are coming from a place of love. In no way am I trying to create any kind of fear. I really want to empower people. I have been through many of the things that I've made in my decks, so I am very sympathetic to what the situation could be for another. Okay, so but just so you guys know, like, I have been through 99.9% of everything in my decks that I use specifically for overall energy. If it ever looks like a deck like this or like this, these are decks that I made and I have been through it, okay? So when you come in the comments, please understand that I can relate to these things, okay? What was the next thing I was going to say? Yeah, just take what is for you and leave the rest, okay? And yeah, so these are general readings, general collective readings. They're not personal readings. So again, one part of the reading may resonate and another part may not, okay? Let's go ahead and get into things, you guys. I am going to say a quick prayer, and then we'll get right into the overall energy. Oh, I know. I was going to tell you what came out in the deck. Okay, the reason I prefaced what I was going to tell you about what came out in the pre-shuffle is because of the nature in which it's regarding. So I got 3 cards, the first 4. The first card I got was HIT man. Now you have to understand this is YouTube, and even though this is for adults only, some of the stuff gets suppressed if I use words too much, okay? So that's why I'm holding up the card. So anyway, so the card Hitman came out. There was a letter that came out. That was the letter C, and then a letter Z, and then power of attorney. So, and I have a card in here for power of attorney and fake power of attorney, okay? So that could be something that's going to come out in this reading. It may not either, but usually it all coincides, okay? So let's go ahead and let me say a quick prayer. And I do also want to thank everyone for your likes, your subscriptions, which are free. I really appreciate your donations. You guys are amazing. And I just want to let you guys know how grateful I am for your viewing of my content, for you commenting. I truly wouldn't be able to do it without you. So much love to you all, okay? All right. Divine angels, ancestors, spirit, and guides, I call upon you to surround myself and the collective with your love, light, and guidance with the highest protection. I ask that only beings of light enter this space, offering wisdom for the collective's highest good. Guide me with clarity, shield me from harm, and help me to see what is needed in this read. If you guys aren't familiar, you will get familiar. If you are a subscriber, this is Palo Santo. I also have Sage, which this Sage is Palo Santo crusted, I guess is what she called it, but I use them regularly, so you guys will see. Holy Spirit, holy angels. I just heard the words flying high. I don't know what that means. Flying high. All right, Holy Spirit, holy angels. We need 6 cards for the collective's highest good. Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Cap. This is not going to be one of the main energies. I'm going to keep it out, but I'm not going to clarify it. There could be, okay, so we have, and I won't be clarifying November either, fall time. So something could be happening with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in November or around Thanksgiving time, okay? This could have to do with some sort of online SEXy time. Okay, you guys have to kind of read between the lines. Okay, I'm getting a portal was opened. Somebody was trying to do something here and they opened a portal that they're going to get sucked into. That's just what I'm getting. All right, let's get 5 more cards. June. Okay, y'all. Clearly, Spirit is like, if we're only going to choose 6 cards, then I'm going to bring out all of the signs and the months. So something could have happened in Thanksgiving time, fall time season, or June. Something also could have happened in Earth sign season, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn season. Try to get you fired, reported to human resources. Somebody could have reported something about online SEXy time. All right, let's get 4 more, please. Holy Spirit. And I just want to make you guys aware of something. And this is something that I don't feel like readers say enough. I think it's important to mention, though. When I go through a deck that is this thick with like 120 cards, and nothing pops out immediately, that is because Spirit is waiting for the specific card it wants to come out, okay? So if you ever see me shuffling relentlessly, and if I shuffle enough and nothing comes out, I switch decks, okay? So just understand that it's not said enough in reading, so I just want to clarify that. Holy Spirit, holy angels, what else does the collective need to know for their highest good? V. Again, Spirit is bringing out these letters, these seasons, and because I've made it clear I'm only taking 6 cards. So of all the cards we've chosen, we've got 2 cards for overall energy to clarify, okay? So just letting y'all know. Holy Spirit, holy angels, can I get 1 more card, please? Moved in next door. Same complex, street. Somebody could have moved in across the street. Somebody could have moved in next door. Y'all, when this comes out after HIT Man came out, I just don't like, whoa, did you see that? I was shuffling and this card just fell right off the bottom of the deck. G. So somebody could have the initial G or V, first, middle, or last. And I am taking the 2 that came out earlier, which are C and Z. I just heard Victor, Gary. Meeting. G and V could have had a meeting. G or V could be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have August, June, August, November, September, May, January. We have hack text, meeting, an ex-friend, ex-partner, ex-wife, ex-husband, something like that. Hack text, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here's our overall energy. Actually, let's get one more. I'm not going to clarify online sex. Okay, narcissist. So we will take, try to get you fired. Moved in next door. And we're going to clarify all these. Ooh, this deck just fell right down. I think this is a deck we're going to have to use. Spirit saying, okay, I made this deck fall. The only thing I couldn't do is put it directly in your hands. Okay, so ex-partner, friend, hacked text, meeting. And I'm taking them in the order they came out. So the narcissist will be the last card. Somebody could be very passive-aggressive. Somebody could file fake lawsuits, false police reports. Somebody could be baiting someone. So somebody could be doing reactive A, which is ABUSE. Somebody could be doing reactive A to get someone to react in some way. I just heard this was the old you. Like you would never respond like this because you're not that person anymore. This person you may have known from like years ago. Okay, this is the other thing I'm getting. If you have ever been the type to react, I'm getting something specific here. I'm getting that you've spent a lot of time in your life alone. You could have been on your own since you were a very young age, like 14, 15, 16, somewhere in there. And I'm getting that the reaction that you may have, like if you've ever reacted to someone in a way that seemed aggressive or anything whenever somebody's tried to do something to you or harm you, this was simply for the fact of protection. That's what I'm getting. So you could have reacted a certain way in order to protect yourself. You could have learned this from an ex-partner. You could have had a partner when you were younger. This person could have been older. They could have explained to you, if somebody ever does whatever, XYZ to you, and you feel threatened, to come back at them with just as much, if not more, aggression verbally, not physically. This is not about something physically happening. This is verbally. So if you've ever popped off at the mouth to someone because you were being attacked, whether physically or verbally, I'm getting that you verbally reacted in a way that was much over the top, more over the top than your personality is, out of protection. You've only done this when threatened or felt physical threat. This could have become a natural response for you. This could be something that you've healed over the years. So you could be older now and you could have healed this situation. Obsessive. Avoidance in reverse. Somebody could be fixated on trying to get you fired, or there's some sort of intense focus here. So this is interesting. It says it's key to see the need to avoid discomfort, but also to overcome it and thrive. And that's what I'm getting here. All right, we're just going to get one each for each card here, and then we're going to move on to another deck. Clarify tried to get you fired, reported human resources. Be here now. Balance productivity with self-care and mindfulness to savor the moment. So you could just be like working You could be in the moment. You could be here and now in the moment, working on productivity in your work, and you could be trying to enjoy every moment of it. Even though something was unsettling. Okay, this is unsettled. Look before you leap from thing to thing without making real commitments. So you could be, this is interesting. So I'm actually, this is unsettled. This is clarifying moved in next door. You could be feeling unsettled by somebody who moved in next door. Somebody obsessive has been having a meeting behind the scenes, perhaps. They could be having meetings to hack texts. Clarify hack texts. Self-reflection. Somebody could have hacked your text to reflect on a specific time or day or something when something transpired. All this did is make you make better choices or something like that. I'm not exactly for sure. We're going to, of course, get a lot more clarification. Clarify ex-friend, partner, closed-minded, unwilling to consider other perspectives or entertain new ideas. Somebody that your ex-person, your past person, whatever you want to call them here. This could be an ex-friend, an ex-family member. Take it how it resonates. This particular person could have been unwilling to consider any other perspectives or entertain any other ideas. But if you are this ex-friend, partner of the collective here, Spirit's saying that you need to stop being closed-minded. Clarify passive-aggressive. So this person could be a narcissist that's entitled. Y'all, I can't make it up. This entitled person is expecting some sort of special treatment without even earning it. Whereas your energy is grateful for what you have. Somebody could be entitled to your energy. That could be this narcissist energy. Doesn't have to be that they are actually entitled, but somebody could feel entitled to you. Somebody has no discipline here. All right. So the last couple of readings, I've taken a lot of my decks, and I haven't switched decks enough, so I'm going to switch things up today. I am going to take only one card from each deck that I use today. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what's up with this trying to get you fired? Human Resources. Grandfather. Your grandfather could be here with you here and now, helping you to balance things. Your grandfather, I'm getting this person is, if this is an outside source that's not your grandfather, okay, this could be someone else's grandfather that tried to actually get someone fired. But I'm also getting with this be here now, you could be asking for a passed over grandfather to come in and support you to help you balance something. Clarify moved in next door. Illegal acts, manifestation backfired. So somebody could have moved in next door to you that made you feel unsettled. Whatever they've done here, it's now backfired. It's backfiring on them. Your Passover grandfather could have actually manifest this to backfire because these people are doing things that are illegal. Clarify meeting. Copycat. Somebody could have had this obsessive person could have had a meeting in order to pretend to be you, or tried to figure out how they could be you. Somebody could be trying to have some type of intense focus on how to overwhelm you. Or say that somebody could be trying to pretend you were obsessive. They were having a meeting about this. Clarify hacked text, air sign. There could be an air sign involved, which is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Clarify hacked text, not of the light. So whoever this air sign is, this Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, who could have hacked your text, is not of the light. This person is very dark. I'm getting a very dark aura from them. You may know who this is just based on that. All right, let's get hacked texts. Medical records. Somebody could be reflecting on your medical records. Somebody could have hacked something in order to get your medical records. Or they copycat. They pretended, they had a meeting to pretend they were you in order to get your medical records. Or they hacked these medical records. This could have been an ex-friend, partner, wife, husband, past family member, whatever. Somebody could have been trying to say you do strange things for change. This could have been an ex or somebody that you used to know. Somebody you used to know. I don't know, you guys. I just heard that. I want to know. Hold on. I want to know these lyrics. Hold on, y'all. It's always significant, so I'm just going to look this up. I don't know what the name of the song is. Is it called like Somebody or something? Yeah, it is. This is it. Hold on. Okay, I can't play it, you guys. Hold on. Let me get the lyrics. Okay, it says, together. Like when you said you felt so happy you could pass away. Told myself, hold on, let me get these. Hold on. Told myself that you were right for me, but felt so lonely in your company. I'm getting chills. This could be how you feel. But that was love, and it's an ache I still remember. So this is coming from your past person, okay? Like resignation to the end, always the end. So when we found that we could not make sense, well, you said that we could still be friends. But I'll admit it, that I was glad it was over. But you didn't have to cut me off. You could have ghosted somebody. Make out like it never happened and that we were nothing. And I don't even need your love. But you treat me like a stranger and that feels so rough. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. You could have changed your number after ghosting this person. Guess that I don't need that. Though, now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now and then I think of all the times you screwed me over, but had me believing it was always something that I'd done. But I don't want to live that way, reading into every word you say. You said that you could let it go, and I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody that you used to know. So this person could have accused you of being hung up on somebody that you used to know, or you may be having an issue here being stuck or caught up on somebody that you used to know, but you didn't have to cut me off. I'm not going to repeat all the lyrics here unless it's a new verse. Now you're somebody that I used to know. I'm getting a lot of heartbreaking pain from this. And you could be the type, there's no more lyrics. You could be the type, collective, that you're feeling this pain. You could be the type that, if this is someone that resonates to you, an ex-partner, an ex-friend, this person could have said these things that you do strange things for change because you cut them off, because you ghosted them, and they felt like you never really loved them. They could have said you were hung up on someone that you used to know, or this could be your thoughts about them. Okay? So you could have been with someone who was hung up on someone they used to know. They could have even been with this person in the past. Whether this was serious or not, it could have just been sexual. But this person said you did strange things for change purposely to hurt you like you hurt them. Because now you're just somebody that they used to know. So take it how it resonates. This could be your energy. This could be their energy. Flip and switch it how it makes sense. Okay? So, I've just given 2 scenarios. And if you need to rewind it and watch it, or listen to the lyrics or check them out yourself. We have bank statement. This is clarifying narcissist, false police reports, fake lawsuits, spoiled, passive aggressive, and bank statement. I need one more for this, Holy Spirit. This is entitled. Somebody could have felt entitled or looked into your bank statements. This could have been a stepmother. What? We have V again. So, somebody's stepmother's name could start with a V. Oh, we have justice and B. So B could be getting justice against a Gemini. There's video proof against this, that this person was guilty by association. They created a disaster for you and now they want to compromise. So this ex-partner could be from a really long time ago. I don't know how old you are, but this ex-partner could have been more than 10 years ago. Somebody did something with the post office to trick someone. They could have got medical records sent to a post office, and then they signed this from a post office. This person's going to be in trouble. Hired. They knew 100% better. They knew better than to do this, than to hire someone. Everything they said was a lie. This person is a fake friend, enemy, and we have illegal access to phone. Somebody could have illegally accessed your phone, and this case is going to be closed. Something about Canada. Somebody could have, something about Canada and buying. Somebody had malicious intent. Somebody could have been astral projecting in your dreams, collective. This person's very toxic. You could have a grandmother who was a lawyer, or a grandmother, something about a lawyer. Everything backfired on them. They set you up over and over again, refused to give you your inheritance. This is the truth. They wanted your benefits. You called on your ancestors and they heard you because somebody was trying to destroy your life. Maybe it's time to write a book. It's time to tell your story. Okay, I'm not going to take any more of these, but dang. We have DUI, cover up. Hold on, y'all. Overly emotional criminal friends. So these could be people that are friends with your ex-partner. These people could be narcissists. They could be, this could have something to do with a stepmother that doesn't think much of you. And we have hired HIT man. This was the hidden agenda. Why? These people need to stay in their lane, divine guidance, ancestors' guides. Listen to your divine team. Your divine team could be telling you to stay in your own lane when it comes to these people, because they could be trying to get some type of protective order against you because they're jealous. This could be a Taurus. Something about a subpoena and a statement. Somebody could have stole your credit card to do bank fraud. A detective could have found this. Something about a pawn shop. A detective could have found something about a pawn shop. Somebody could be refusing to apologize for what they did. Wow, that really opens things up, doesn't it? Let's get some more energy here, you guys. Ooh, blackmail. Let's get a few of these real quick. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, tell us about this. Try to get you fired and grandfather. Be here, be now. I keep hearing grandfather, be here, be now. Please help me. Ooh, from this ABUSE, somebody's trying to do to you. Somebody's addicted, obsessed with doing this. ABUSE. This could be why you asked for your grandfather. Something about 1954, 1986. Someone could be born in one of those years. Somebody could be intimidating you. They could be ABUSEing you because they're trying to intimidate you. They're trying to intimidate you to shut you up. Look at this. This guy has this thing around his neck, or his mouth, sorry, and his neck. And he's crying. They could be trying to bind you to something. They could be trying to silence you in some way. This could have been why they tried to get you fired, to silence you. You could have an online platform or something. Clarify moved in next door, please. Oh. Mentally and emotionally unstable. Ancestors and abandonment. Somebody could have tried to get your ancestors. Why did I say it like that? Ancestors, not ancestors. Okay, so somebody could have got your ancestors, tried to get them to abandon you. This could have even been your family. These could be people that are still alive or passed over. This was this illegal manifestation that backfired here. Somebody could have told your family that you were mentally and emotionally unstable. This could be somebody you dated, a past friend or something like that. They could have used hacked texts. They could have even used medical records to claim that you took a certain medication or something like that that was like not true or something. So we have 82, 84, and 86. So there's a lot of 80s energy here. This could be people that were born in the 80s. But whatever's gone on here, these people manifested for your ancestors to walk away from you. This could be what you're picking up on. These people that moved in next door could be a part of this. Clarify meeting, please. Emotional pain. Oh, we have two. Emotional pain and community. So whoever these people are that met up, that were obsessively fixated on you, they could now be going through some sort of emotional pain. This community of people who did whatever they did here, they could have met to do this. The community met, and now they're under some sort of emotional pain. Clarify hacked texts. Somebody could be reflecting over some sort of text. A rich guy. So a rich guy could have paid somebody to hack you, to look into your medical records. Somebody could be born on the 13th of the month. We have entity attachment. Whoever this rich guy is has an entity attachment. Distant horizons. Somebody could be at a distance from you. Whoever this rich guy is. This could have been somebody you were in a relationship with or dated. or like you could have even gone on one date with this person, but it's somebody here. This person could be reflecting on something. Somebody could have contacted a relationship you were in and lied about your medical records or something, or provided your medical records to someone, which is so illegal, by the way, you guys. This is the kind of thing that will bring in backfires. So like if these people did what I'm seeing that they did, I am not surprised by any stretch of the imagination that they would have these manifestations backfired. Again, this card, distant future. Something about your future. And this is clarifying ex-friend, closed-minded, distant future. Something about the age 36 or 49, 39 or 32. Someone's phone number could be 8654 7682 8284, 3932 1349, or someone's prefix could start with 436. We have unbothered. So you could be completely unbothered by this perhaps stepmother who accessed your bank records. Now, I don't know that I'm getting this is your stepmother, collective. I don't think it is. Somebody here felt entitled, like they could do anything. They're a narcissist. They could have filed fake police reports on you. They could be passive aggressive. They could be coming onto your property and saying things on your camera like I was explaining earlier. We have trusted. Somebody trusted this stepmother who was entitled. This could be like an official. Somebody could have been looking at your bank statements because, I don't know, but with an expectation. They were looking at your bank records with expectation. This could have been in 2022. This person could have been born in 1981, this stepmother. One final card for narcissist, please. What else do we need to know about this stepmother bank records? Divinity. So somebody didn't expect that you were going to be divine. They didn't find what they were looking for on your bank records. This could have been in the month of June or November. This could have been an earth sign. Somebody with the initial G or V. I don't know why I keep hearing the name Victor. Gary Grant with this G. All right, you guys, let's get into this deck. All right. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, clarify grandfather, ABUSC, and bondage. Ooh, somebody tried to bind you to an ugly or beauty spell. This, oh my goodness. Oh, I have chills. This was a coven, an association, a cult, coven, some type of group, gang, something like that. They tried to bind you to some ugly beauty spell. This backfired, y'all. So if they tried to make you look a certain way, or they tried to make you ugly through some sort of manifestation or spell work, it backfired. You could just be getting more beautiful day by day, or handsome. This could be because your grandfather stepped in, your passed over grandfather, or there could be a grandfather that was part of this. Like there could be a grandfather that's like from a country where they do a lot of black magic, dark magic. I'm getting like from, not the Bahamas, is it Haiti, Africa, something like that. This grandfather could be well versed in these types of, this type of spell work, and they could be associated to this group. This grandfather could literally be this, like a coven leader or something. We have role model. This person could be a role model. Or they did this to a role model. So like this could be your energy. This was the ugly spell that was put onto a role model. Somebody didn't want you to look like a role model. I'm sorry to laugh, you guys, but it's kind of funny that I mean, don't you think? I do. I do. Let me know in the comments if you think this is like, it's never funny, right? Again, back to the beginning of the reading when I said they opened a portal that they can't close and they got sucked into it. So, whatever that means. Clarify moved in next door. Technology. Somebody moved in next door to make you feel uncomfortable and to hack your technology. This is all backfired. And if they don't now they know. Isn't there a song that has those lyrics? If you don't know, now you know. Something like that. Somebody could listen to that song and those lyrics. Clarify copycat, please, Holy Spirit. Actually, let's get one more from moved in next door. Oh, shoot. So, oh my goodness. So did you see how, I don't think you guys saw this, but I picked up this card and the other two cards that were under it flipped over. So something flipped back on someone. This has to do with a binding spell. Or this could have to do with some sort of money blockages, finance blockages. This flipped right back onto someone. This, whatever this binding was here, now they have this the entity attachment that they tried to send to you, they have it on them. Clarify hacked text. Oh, wait. Okay, technology binding. So somebody could have been trying to bind you with some sort of technology. But again, this could have something to do with medical records hacked text because that's where it fell. So take it how it resonates, okay, you guys? Don't disregard what I said about these cards flipping. This is important. All right, clarify meeting, community, copycat, obsessive, charlatan. Charlatan. So somebody's deceptive, they're a fraudster, they're a trickster. Somebody could have, these community people are having some type of, or under some sort of emotional pain because something backfired. Whatever they did here, they met in order to trick someone or deceive someone or create some sort of fraud, pull some sort of strings when it came to a star energy here. You see this? He's got the strings with stars on the end. This could have been to create emotional pain for a star. This was a community of people that did this. They obsessed with perhaps copying you. Something about, yeah. That's it. I already said what I was going to say earlier. I was going to say 39 or 32, but I already told you guys that. Okay. Hacked text, spiritual gift, promiscuity, lust, sidewalk, gang. So somebody's saying, somebody here with spiritual gifts is part of, like, is a WHORE. Somebody said this to this rich guy. They told this rich guy you had an entity attachment. And to reflect on something, they could have provided your medical records illegally to this person because they hacked you. This could have been an ex-friend, ex-partner, I'm getting this was a past person that you dated. I'm really getting like spiritual gifts, high priestess type energy from this. So they're trying to say this about you, and I'm getting it's not sticking. Again, they got sucked into whatever it is that they created here. All their illegal acts have backfired. All right, clarify ex-friend, ex-wife, partner, family, Gemini. This could be a Gemini who was part of this that said you did strange things for change. This person's closed-minded. They could have just looked at something as face value, and it wasn't that. This could have been somebody you were in a relationship with at a distance from you. This person could be nervous about something that they said or did that was inconsistent. This person was unwilling to consider any other options other than you being a WHORE. I'm sorry if this has happened to you guys. This is no way to have to live, especially because when you give yourself to someone and you're honest with a partner, and then they go around and twist what you said or you did in order to make you look a certain way because they're the one that's closed-minded, it's really sad. This person could be born on the 4th of the month. They could also be born in April, but if they're a Gemini, I'm getting that they were born May 22nd through June 21st, most likely on the 4th. Or this could be the 4th person that did this. Like, they could be the 4th person that said something here. This person could also be, this Gemini could have provided your medical records to a rich guy saying you had some sort of attachment or something you couldn't get rid of. This could have been like a disease. They said you got this because you were WHORE, and that's not the case. Yeah, we have sickness, disease, infectious. This person, this Gemini, said that you had some sort of infectious disease. All right, let's get one more, please, for ex, partner, friend, whatever. Yeah, you're sweet, compassionate, innocent. You're innocent of what they said, collective. I'm getting, they didn't just say you had some sort of like disease. They said that you could have had like, you know, something nobody wants to get. I'm also getting something else from this collective. Now, this isn't going to be for everyone. And I want to just say this before I say anything else. This is going to be a trigger warning. So perhaps you should click off unless you absolutely are content and okay with SA. I have chills all over, you guys. This Gemini could have said that you had this sickness or infection or disease that you couldn't get rid of because you were a WHORE, when in fact you may have this and have got this from being SA'd. And if that's happened to you, I'm so incredibly sorry. It's almost making me feel like emotional. Like, it is making me feel that way. So that's why I'm moving on. But that could be what happened here. Yeah, and your spirit guides, your light team is protecting you. Against this person. You're so protected. You could have become extremely protective from that moment forward. I don't know if this happened to you when you were like a teenager, but you definitely didn't get this by being a WHORE. You're innocent of what they've said. Your light team could be coming for this person. I mean, you know, people of the light don't normally go after people, but I'm getting that this could be your grandfather who's passed over. If this particular person has fallen on bad luck, quite frankly, they did it to themselves. And if they tried to interfere with a relationship of yours by lying, they just cursed their future relationships. That's how it works. Do unto others as you would want done to you. And if you treat people like this and you do things and try to play God in people's lives, you will suffer the consequences. And I don't know how it works. I don't know anything about like magic or black magic, candle magic. I know nothing about these things, okay? So you have to just take what I'm saying also with a grain of salt or educate me in the comments, okay? But there may be some type of a clause in magic where if somebody lies on you, they're opening themselves up to this type of backfire. This person was closed-minded to all this sort of thing. They could not be spiritual. They might not be anything, like not religious, not spiritual, nothing. I just heard this person is abusing substances, or they sell substances or something like that. All right, let's clarify a narcissist. Devil. Demon. This person's diabolical. This card says nefarious, but I just heard notorious by Biggie. Is that the rapper's name? Notorious? Notorious. I am. He is notorious. I don't even know if those are the words, you guys, but that's what I'm hearing, and I have chills all over. This rich guy trusted this demonic, nefarious, diabolical person. And you could be completely unbothered. You could be like, I know I'm not part of some sidewalk gang. Like, I am not even, like with these people that are walking by my house calling me a WHORE. I don't fucking know you. Like, you don't know me. And you know, like, I know that I'm not that. So why anybody would be doing that? It sounds to me like it's antagonistic. Like they're trying to get a reaction from me. Or trying to like act like I'm something that they think I am, but I'm not. It's just weird, right? It's antagonistic. It's poking the bear. Whatever. Clarifying narcissist. This person's passive aggressive. This person could have made fake lawsuits on you. False police reports. Something about a stepmother. Theft. Third wheel. Robbery, burglary, embezzlement, larceny. Somebody could have made a fake police report about some type of theft that never happened. They were paid money for this. Somebody could have said that you broke something. You broke a window or something. Look at this card. That you broke something. They made a false police report. Or they made a police report. I don't know if this is false or not. This is because they... Now listen. This diabolical person here, this narcissist, could have been somebody you dated, an ex-partner or what have you. They actually had another person. You could have showed up to their house and saw that they had another person and then got upset. And then they said you broke something that you may not have broken. I don't know. That could be for somebody. But this person definitely had somebody there at their home. This person's diabolical. You could have, if this was your situation, collective, you could have felt like, oh my gosh, like this person, like they were telling you one thing, they were playing mind games. Thank you, Spirit. This is exactly what I was looking for, the words I was looking for. Mind games. Trickery, confusion, manipulation. So, yeah, that could be like what the case was here. Intellectual theft. I'm not taking this, that's too many. Intellectual theft. They could have said you stole something from them. Now, intellectual theft is like a creation, an idea, something digitally created, or something you created. This could have been a business. You could be a leader here, or there's a leader involved in this. In cahoots, yeah. Someone's in cahoots here. They're collaborating. This is a dark alliance. Supposed to be a secret collaboration, but I'm getting it's not secret to you. I don't know why, you guys, but I just saw an airplane. Airport, something about that. Gains, level up. Somebody could have said you stole something to level up here. That you're a dominant person in some way, shape, or form when it comes to some sort of... But yeah, this person was in cahoots to say that you did some sort of damage to their home or theft or something like that. And the other thing I'm also seeing is like a baby. You could have had a baby with this person or could have been pregnant by this person. Something like that. You could have had a miscarriage with this person. All right, let's get, I just want a couple more. I want one more for copycat, please. Clarify copycat. Caution, warning, danger. Aries, attachment, toxic cords. Somebody could have been meeting to cause you some type of danger. These people were karmic energies that you had toxic cords to. One of these people could be an Aries or some type of a boss. One of these toxic, I don't know why I can't talk. One of these toxic, negative karmic energies could be very selfish, quick-tempered, impulsive, impatient. A daredevil. This person could be, somebody could be a daredevil here. Somebody could do daredevil things like, I don't know, jump out of a plane or do some type of contact sport of some type that's like major. It's not like basketball or baseball or soccer. No, it's not like that. It's like something high contact. This could be football. This could be, again, like parachuting out of a plane, doing some type of, they could be like a daredevil, like, I'm getting bike, something about a bike. I don't know what that would have to do with anything, but I'm getting bike here. Bike. Somebody could ride a bike. Somebody could do daredevil things or tricks on their bike or something. Someone could have promised in this meeting to cause some sort of danger to you. Let me get one more from Moved In Next Door, please. Where are we at on time? Oh my God, y'all, this reading was so long. Sorry, before I like started this video, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do an hour, because the music I have on is like an hour and a half, and I was like, oh, I won't need an hour and a half of music. I guess I do. Fortune, abundant, luck. Somebody could have been meeting there's something about money here. Luck. Fortune. And an Aries. Copycat meeting. All right, one final card, please. We're Moved In Next Door. Cool guy, main male, attractive, and isolation, alone, abandonment. You know what's funny is I just said abandonment and I meant to say abundance. I did correct myself, but this cool guy could be trying to bind you to something, and this all backfired. Whatever they did with this technology, with finances, with love, oh my gosh. Everything they did here is on this card. They tried to bind your finances. They tried to lie about your spirituality. They tried to interfere with your love and perhaps now your energy. And this guy's walking around like he's just cool. No, he's the main male that did this. That's part of this that you should feel unsettled about. This is a person who tried to isolate you. This guy could be tall with dark hair, muscles. When he goes to the gym, he could wear like one of these tank top muscle shirts. Could be tan. All right. Oh, victory, success, triumph. You're going to triumph through this situation, collective. Whatever they've done, it's backfired, and it's to the point where you're going to, yeah, this spell work. Oh my gosh, look at this. Spell work. This backfired. This person's head is in their hand. They could feel like they curse themselves trying to have this victory or this win. They could feel like they're being attacked by entities, and now their finances are being blocked. Whatever they invested in here to create a problem or change your fate or your destiny, to send dark energy your way, karmic energy your way, this whole time while you're content, this person's now running away. They could be guarded and secure. Or somebody here tried to poison someone. Ooh, look at this, you guys. Look at this. Okay, somebody could have a dog like this. This is like a Doberman or something, or a mean dog. I don't know. This person could be hiding behind their dog. Or somebody like... Somebody could be a security guard. A security guard could have tried to poison you somewhere where you felt safe. You could have unconditionally loved this person, and now they have guilt and remorse for something they did with drugs. So somebody here has guilt and remorse for trying to poison you. They could have tried to poison you in your drink. In a drink. This could be like a tea or some sort of substance in your drink that turns it a different color, like a pink color, a red color, something like that. But this poison was put in it. This could have been like at a business or something. Somebody thought that they had something locked down. They are regretful that they did this. This was some sort of emotional manipulation to have you poisoned. Game over. This is over with. They could be swearing they didn't do something. They didn't hinder or interfere with your life. You, this witchy sister. Something about a karmic Sagittarius stalking and spying with a Taurus. Playing God in your life. But you have the power. They were trying to cause you some insecurity, but you're non-confrontational. You're a reliable person, friendly, helpful. You could heal people. You could be recovering on the mend from this chaos magic because of your angelic spirit guides. They knew that this person was trying to had intent to harm or hurt you. Your angel spirit guides knew that they were sending chaos magic to you, to expose or reveal something about you that may or may not have been true, and now somebody's getting legal issues. This is definitely somebody you dated that was lying behind the scenes. They could have given two different stories. See how it says no and yes? So this person first said yes, but they were thinking no. This was entrapment. This was to set you up, collective, and to impersonate you. They were given a gift or reward or incentive to cause these freaking illusions. They were trying to take down your protection. You, a Sigma, who's independent, intelligent, and fearless. You could be silent when it comes to something here. They could have been saying you are LGBTQIA, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with. And something about a bribe, corruption, and a masculine energy. Somebody could have involved their siblings in something, or partner or sister. This could have been an Aquarius. So somebody could have involved a family member, a partner, a sister, a cousin, somebody who was an Aquarius that had knowledge about something. A Pisces with intuition, a fair Pisces. You could be a Pisces with Libra rising. You could be very creative. And these people are talking shit behind the scenes. They're trash talking you. Yeah. This narcissist could have said something about... So you could have like You could be a star seed. We have celestial, extraterrestrial, otherworldly in reverse. You could have, somebody could be talking about this. Like if these, and this is under hacked text, narcissist. And it says, I'm never wrong. So somebody could be trash talking your otherworldly abilities. They could be saying you're not fair, but in fact you are. Yeah, something about parents here. You could have a narcissistic parent that was trash talking you. But you're peaceful. You just want to be in a peaceful union. You could have been in a peaceful union with this person and they lied. You could have thought this person was a friend. But they were disingenuous. They were a disingenuous player. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave this here, you guys. I hope this helped in some way, somehow. I love you guys. If you guys like the way I read, please do like the reading and subscribe if you would like. I'd love to have you as part of the family. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.